On this episode, we're going to be talking about the amazing salvation from Crotone, talking more about Totti, and talking about what happened with the Milan clubs this weekend. What's up, everybody? I'm Marco Messina.
And I'm Michael Cantaris.
And welcome to Italian Football TV. The Serie A has ended. Round 38 is over. The season is concluded, and it went out with some of the most drama I have ever seen in my entire life. I cannot keep the cat out of the bag. Crotone are saved in the Serie A. I was completely wrong.
It was amazing. It was just that there was so much stuff going on. But yes, Crotone did the impossible. They beat Lazio. Yes, they beat Lazio. The Lazio that's in Europa League, they had a fantastic season. And Palermo managed to beat Empoli.
What a Palermo thing to do. To win when it literally means nothing. And then ruin Empoli's title celebrations. Not title celebrations. Serie A celebrations. Empoli failed to win. Crotone against all odds. They started this incredible winning streak so late on. They were having a terrible season. They were destined to go down to Serie B. These last 12 matches, man, have they proved something. Ever since that game against Sampdoria that we were at, Crotone have had a hunger and a will and a dying passion to make sure that they do not go to Serie B. And tonight, beating Lazio, an incredible Lazio side that is freaking unbelievable. Crotone, honestly, they prove again that sacrifice, hard work, dedication, and never believing that you are down until it is official that you can do something important, and they deserve it, and I'm so happy for Crotone.
I am. Then you look at the other side, Empoli. Empoli just didn't do enough. They thought they were safe, they thought they were all good, but Crotone went against all odds, and they made it. It's like a fairy tale ending. It's like they won the Scudetto. I'm so happy for them right now.
It literally is like they won the Scudetto. Even Davide Nicola, he deserves so much credit for managing this team and keeping them in the Serie A. Once again, we've got another Southern team. They had to keep that Southern team in the Serie A. That's incredible. Their celebrations were absolutely brilliant. The next game we got to talk a little bit more about is that Roma game. Roma at the end, they made sure that they won this game, securing second place. It was a really interesting match. Genoa had literally nothing to play for, yet they were really pushing Roma to the edge. Even though Roma had so many chances, this one was pushed back and forth. It ended up 3-2. Totti got a long time to play. And besides Totti, because we talked about Totti in our last video, what a great win for Roma. What an important win, especially for the day and for the moment, because we know that Napoli did beat Sampdoria in their match.
Yes, for sure. And Napoli, we knew they were playing at the same time. Napoli were up ahead. And it was up to the nail with Roma and Genoa right here. Genoa were up, they were equalized, they were down, and then they kept coming up. They were just one of those teams that were like very annoying. And at the end, Perotti got the goal. I think there was 1 minute left of real time, and he scored. Man, I really wanted it to be Totti. But as long as Roma got the direct qualification of Champions League, making the second place, I guess it's all right too.
True, and you know that goal where De Rossi scored, it was almost Totti right there. And like our friend Wayne Gerard, who we were watching the match with the Roma club of New York, he said it was like the Capitano now left it off for Capitano Futuro. I thought that was a really nice way to watch it, to see it. And we have to talk about Dzeko, Capocannoniere. 29 goals. He beats out Dries Mertens, who was so close, but at the end, he could not do it. Last year, Dzeko had 8 goals. This year, Dzeko has 29. He deserves so much credit. We know that in his first years, he usually doesn't do as well in a place. And we were talking to a Manchester City fan who was there, and he was saying, is this the same Dzeko that was there with him at Manchester City?
It's amazing. I mean, we criticize Dzeko so much left and right, even though he won, both of us and so many other people. But he really does deserve it. He scored when Belotti couldn't. Belotti, unfortunately, and
Mertens was close.
But Belotti was like on top of it for a while, and he just couldn't.
But he beat out 90 million man Gonzalo Higuain. I mean, the way that Dzeko did this and all the pressure that was on him, everything going, all the expectations that he had, he really crushed and silenced so many of them. Even if you don't like him, you know, I was never a big fan of Dzeko, the way he plays, but you cannot deny that he deserved this Capocannoniere days, and he really was one of the pillars and the reasons
That's
why Roma got the second place. Last thing before we move on, Emerson Palmieri went down. He seems like he tore his ACL and he's going to be having surgery tomorrow morning. Just called up by Italy in the Nazionale. Terrible to see this happen to him.
It is, because like you said, he did get called up. Ventura called him up, and he's been improving so much from the beginning of the season. And for this to happen, when he went down, we thought it was pretty serious, because a lot of people came off and he got stretchered off.
He was grabbing his knee right when we went down. And like Michael said, us two were big critics of him in the beginning of the season, and he completely proved us wrong. I didn't think he deserved the national team spot. I was wrong. He definitely deserves the national team spot. It sucks that this is happening. Hopefully it's a misdiagnosis, but it seems like he's going to tear his ACL, and Roma continue with that bad luck. Last thing, actually, before we conclude, Genoa, Pellegrini, a 16-year-old Italian striker, scored the first goal for Genoa today. Basically, his first touch of the game. He's one of the youngest players to ever score in the Serie A at 16 years old, and what an influx of talent we do have. So congrats to him. Incredible moment in the Serie A. The next game we'll talk just 2 seconds about Sampdoria Napoli. They won 4-2. Napoli won. Quagliarella scored against his former team, and Lorenzo Insigne scored a stunner. What do you want to say about this game? Napoli finished third place, so maybe you want to talk about that.
Yeah, Napoli finished third. Quagliarella actually didn't celebrate against her former club. Respect to that. But yeah, Insigne, what a goal he scored! Unbelievable. Mertens also scored. They scored a lot of goals, and they tried to make it before Insigne was like saying it to them, to all the fans. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna try to get Mertens, capocannoniere, try to give him all the assists." But it just wasn't enough. Dzeko was too strong. And yes, Napoli in third place right now. They played attractive football, amazing football, scoring so many goals every game they played, but it just wasn't enough. But I do still think they're going to make the Champions League just because they're an amazing team and very attacking team. Maybe you could say it was sort of like a blessing, because Roma are never the best in these qualifications.
Sure.
So maybe they did them a little favor. So Roma gets a direct spot, and Napoli got to fight for it.
So we have 3 Serie A teams in the Champions League.
Pretty much.
Yeah, congrats to Napoli. I'm not taking anything away from their season. Both Napoli and Roma had historic seasons under Sarri and Spalletti, and they deserve massive credits. They were just 3 great teams. Juventus at that top, just way too good. I'm not taking anything away from Roma or from Napoli. They both did amazing this season, and I'm really proud and excited for where they could take their football next season. The next game, really quick, we didn't see this one because it was at the same time. Udinese against Inter Udinese, 5-3 in this one. Very interesting match. Scuffet played for Udinese, took a lot of goals. Perisic had a great day. I mean, he looked like he was trying to impress those Man United scouts. I think he got 2 goals, and he got 1 goal and 2 assists. So great night for him. And all in all, like, this didn't mean much.
It didn't mean much, and they weren't playing with their full squad. So Vecchi seemed kind of happy on the bench, you know.
One thing to note is that Palacio was his last match.
Oh yeah.
It got Totti. So much happened with Totti.
There was just so much stuff for everything. Yeah, Palacio actually last season, another legend done in the Serie A.
Yeah, Palacio. He was always the Inter fans held the banner saying that they really respect him for everything that he did. He always honored the shirt. But yeah, there was Crotone at the same time, so it was hard to really pay attention to that. And with everything that was overlapping with Totti, so all of that, he got a little bit. He should have retired next year. You know, like he got none of the spotlight. The last game, real quick, Milan against Cagliari. They lost actually in the 93rd, 94th minute. Cagliari won this game, topping off a brilliant season that Cagliari have. We see how some of the teams who came from Serie B really struggled to move up in the Serie A table, and seeing where Cagliari end, what an incredible achievement for them.
It is, for sure. Mid-table team coming from Serie B and playing at their home stadium. We talk so much how good Cagliari is, playing in front of their home, playing in front of their all their fans. But then again, Milan didn't really have anything to play, but still, nothing to take away from them. And another fun fact is, 2 out of the 3 teams continue in the Serie A that came from Serie B. If you think about it, not bad.
Because Palermo went down, Empoli went down, and of course Pescara did go down. Yeah, not easy to always stay up there, but Cagliari definitely excelling. And from Milan's perspective, they were down 1-0 in the beginning of the match, Labadula got a goal after Baca missed a penalty.
Yes, that's right.
2 penalties in this one. And then, yeah, again, 93rd, 94th minute, a goal came from Cagliari.
Got a red card also.
5th of the season. And that's got to be some kind of record. Way too many. Musakio's watching on, rubbing his hands, rubbing his feet together. He's so excited about that. But yeah, I mean, for Milan fans, doesn't really matter. You never want to lose, but they already got that Europa League spot convinced. It looks like in the Mercato, they're going to do some serious things, so there are better days to look forward to, and it's good to get Cagliari, get their spotlight. And last thing, Atalanta finished the Serie A season in 4th place. Congrats to them. We'll have a video where we talk about the Serie A table a little bit more. This was just a recap for this today's games. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. As always, thank you for watching. Leave a comment and we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao,
ragazzi.